this up.
No.
Fuck, what up? What are you talking about?
Boot?
I just got off the phone with my sister. What the hell are you talking about? What'd I miss?
I think it's the beginning of the show happening.
Hey, Joey.
Either that or John caught a whole bunch of lightning bugs in a glass jar.
Joey, is your ringtone seriously the Ghostbusters thing?
Yes, it is.
You're a fag.
I know I have issues.
Okay.
What's wrong with that ringtone? It's not like it's the A-Team or anything.
Well,
Yeah.
thanks for fucking that up again.
Yeah, dickhead.
God.
Welcome
The hell'd
to
you do?
another edition of the shit show.
Way to go, gay pirate.
Unbelievable.
I didn't do anything.
Well, we got a big crew tonight. You want to go through it and introduce them all?
Welcome.
You sure you want to?
Welcome, everybody. First of all, just to go for some brownie points, sitting to my side is Christine, Miss Boney. Which, yeah, what's that sucking sound?
Sorry, I thought I was quiet.
We got
neighbor.
Joey Cuz stuck behind enemy lines.
Jerry's got a really bright light over there.
They just keep moving that goalpost on you, don't they? Are you down to a one shot mag yet?
Not quite.
Bolt action.
He's going to say he's down to bolt actions and black powder.
Bolt actions and blow
Muzzle
guns. I don't even think they'll let us have a muzzle loader.
Well, hey, look, we know if you do blow
It's too
guns, you're going
dangerous.
to be a fucking dangerous criminal.
So,
His light's
Only
really
you would
bright.
know.
what are you drinking here, Joey?
My dick.
Yeah, that makes sense. Complete sense.
Oh, visuals. Need to go there.
Ding.
What the fuck is the name of this thing? This that one that you had the other night. The
Brigadero.
Yeah, that's it.
That was actually
I'm
pretty
dropping
good.
again. Oh yeah, it's very good, and I'm glad I don't have to send one out now.
And what have I learned in the last 2 minutes? That Joey couldn't get any gayer than hearing his phone ring.
Oh, it could get gayer. Wait a minute, hold on. I'll prove you wrong on that one.
Oh, don't do it.
Well, you're getting gayer. Let's switch to deep in the heart of Texas. Johnny Watson
Hey, guys.
is here tonight. What are you drinking?
I'm drinking an unfiltered scalping.
Man,
In a can.
unfiltered.
So here, Johnny. What we learned from Johnny already is he's raw dogging it.
That's right. He likes his beer uncircumcised.
That's right.
He likes the anteater version.
He likes the anteater.
A little extra
That's it. I'm done. I'm out. I'm done.
That was quick.
Mic drop.
See, you motherfuckers miss me. Shit.
Look over, and all we get from Jim is this.
Right, I'm serious. Like, fuck this. I'm out.
For the next hour and 59 minutes, all we see is Tilly, and the Wookiee.
Really? It's Paco and Tally. So is that what it is?
Yes, Paco and Tally.
It's Paco and Tally
With a cack.
That's right.
with a
Okay.
cack.
Paco and Tally.
Hey,
Paco and Tally with
You
the
leave
cat.
the cack out. You keep that cack away from my dog.
Now we can switch to Florida. We got Jim drinking from the incognito cup. I'm guessing there's some form of whiskey in there.
Oh my God, I thought you were going to say
Redemption. Yes.
The what?
I thought you were going to say urinal.
He likes the dickies.
Yeah, he's got a little dicky there.
What's my-
Yeah.
He's drinking out of the dicky.
He's a dicky man.
It's to constantly have a dickie in his hand.
How's that tush doing there this week?
Welcome to Shitter Talk.
My tush is fine, Joey. Thank you very much for asking.
Yeah, he wanted to really know.
Then we can move.
Just want to
over
make sure if I have to be gentle later. That's all.
we can move over to
Get the
Blizzard.
fuck out of here.
Blizzard Central, the man that makes this all happen, John Solar,
Yeehaw.
and
I'm
know you-
having a little
I know-
vodka and Dr. Pepper.
Oh my God.
wow, really?
Yeah, it.
I like
It's
both of those.
Did you see him? Yeah.
Yeah.
Good. With that
Yeah.
face.
Yeah.
I like both
Yeah.
of those, but those are two chicks I
Can
went
you
and date
last
to
the
the
whole
same
show? Is
party.
what we want to know.
Yeah,
Wow.
you just got that look.
Hopefully this will get like cheap beer. This will get better in a few minutes.
Well,
Yeah.
I gotta like.
Yeah.
Wow.
Mm.
I like Dr Pepper in any fucking alcohol.
Oh, I mean that's what I figured, but it's like I think I'm way too
Well,
much
what-
vodka.
I was gonna say, what vodka do you have in there?
Well, I spared no expense. That.
Yeah.
$2.95 a quart, right?
No wonder why he had that look on his face.
Right.
Look at
Now
his scars.
I'm gonna go
Bombshells.
to the guest tonight and say that looks like military special vodka.
Damn close.
Hey, whatever you can get and get a buzzer, you fucking go with that shit, man.
That's right.
It actually looks like they stole the font from another shit brand vodka. But
Right. This vodka copied this shit vodka copied the shit vodka.
So it's a double shit
That's
vodka.
right. This is a copy of the shit vodka. It's not even.
It's a double shitter.
It looks like Quee's gone wrong, man.
They just little isopropyl alcohol watered down.
Oh, please don't say that. I'll be blind in 5 minutes. I'll be
Okay,
like, guys, I can't see the
Wait a
meter.
minute.
and that
show-
that gets us over to our special. And when I say
Look at all the
special,
people.
I mean special guest. Mario is here.
Hi.
Actually, Mario was supposed to be the guest a couple of weeks ago, but you ended up getting a non-weekend as far as work goes.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we had to go deal with the issue at the border, and it is what it is. I'm just kind of glad that it was resolved and it didn't come out to what it needed to be. But just thankful that nobody got hurt, and it didn't go as as we had thought it would go. You always prepare for the worst, but hope for the best. And in this instance, it went well for us. So.
Well, anytime you're safe, I'm a much happier person. So, thanks for being here. You actually have been booked on Christine's show for the last couple of weeks, and I know anybody that's hearing my voice that normally doesn't follow Christine's show, you may want to follow tomorrow. I know both of you are taking on a hard subject, but I think it's one that needs to be discussed, and they will be discussing veteran suicide. I do, Mario. I mean, don't get me wrong. You know that I didn't want to press the subject because you and Christine wanted to talk about it, and I didn't want to be so you're just basically here to back up the shit for the
Wow.
shit show.
I feel like the Roto-Rooter man. Thanks. Appreciate that.
Oh boy.
But anyways,
definitely.
Definitely tomorrow it's going to be a interesting show with Christine. I urge a lot of you guys to tune in, not just for the fact so that you guys can understand some of the issues that veterans are going to be going through, but also the issues that they have as far as transitioning back into the civilian world. So we'll talk more about that tomorrow's show. And I know that Christine's going to have some really good, interesting questions for me to ask. So I'm looking forward to them. But I also want to just bring this up because I want to make sure that even if you are a loved one of a veteran, I would urge you to want to tune in just so that you can kind of understand their mentality, because I think sometimes that's the biggest issue that goes with this this whole subject, is that a lot of people are not understanding what those service members are going through. So.
Oh yeah, and unfortunately for you, not only are you, no pun intended, on the front lines, but you've dealt with it yourself and directly with guys that you care deeply about. But that's your guys' subject for tomorrow. I appreciate you. Sitting in tonight, and as far as staff and bringing in another level of lowness to the. I'm gonna keep.
By the way, I wanna say thank you to John, because that promo was the hook, man. That shit was off the hook.
Yeah, that was another one of the good ones.
I've always wanted to be the Rico Suave guy, man, and you made that
Rico. Dude, as soon as I saw the first frame, I was like, "Oh, this is."
And
but yet, of course, the asshole comes out of him, and then he puts the hot dog.
Yeah, that was great.
Pumping hot dog.
And you know what's ironic, dude, is I used to be a kicker. So when you put that promo where you see me kick the football to the goalpost, I'm like, oh man, he got it. He was all over that one.
Oh, as a side note, Oscar Mayer is looking to hire somebody full time to drive the Wienermobile.
Yeah.
I instantly saw Joey driving it. I don't know why.
Where's Joey?
Can't drive it in New York. It's illegal. It's too big.
Nothing says retire from the Army and become the Wienermobile guy. Like that job.
Retire and drive the Wienermobile. Dude, I'm telling you, I think you could. You know how much ass you could pull from driving the Wienermobile?
It is aerodynamic though, so
as fuck.
I'm pretty sure you would get
going in a
good
tunnel.
MPG out of that sucker.
Yeah.
I tell you, the last person I'd want to see getting the job of driving the Wienermobile is Jim, because he'd spend his life driving around the country looking for the Booby Mobile so he could drive right in between them.
And this is wrong. How?
Same pickup line every freaking bar. You can hear Jim now. You want to see my wiener? It's parked out front.
It really is big.
It's huge.
It's huge.
It's huge.
Hey, look, I got a little version here. Blow on this. Handing out little wiener whistles.
A little bit.
Did you see what pile money put in the deal? The beaner and the wiener?
Speaking of the
and yes, Mr. Holster, I have a garage for it. Yes, I do.
Speaking of the chat room, hi to Otis71, Johnny Concho, Smile Money, Gun Wild, Tactical Wingnut, David, you psycho bitch, Black Dog, Douglas. Let's see. Let me make sure it's wrong. Paco Laco.
Yeah, sorry, they already said Paco.
Paco Laco. I see Boondockers is in the house. Let's see. Johnny, you didn't count.
Stalker Steve.
Stalker Steve.
And my
Gunwild. Gunwild,
Yeah.
Mr. Holster.
Johnny Concho,
And yes.
no intro for Mario. Yeah, there was an intro for Mario. We just spent 5 minutes talking about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But thanks for the love, though. I appreciate that.
I wanted to know if the Wienermobile protects the pee hole.
I got my loyal followers here. Good shit. That's what I like about it.
Oh my god, it's the.
The wiener. Ooh, you know what? You could also travel around using that great pickup line and selling boondockers.
Yes, I'll sell boondockers while driving the Wienermobile in my pee hole.
Hot dog.
Take the pee hole challenge.
And my ass is fine. Thank you, Stalker Steve.
Hey, Mario, have you ever taken the pee hole challenge?
No, I'm going to pass. It sounds disturbing. And I
Did you see his face? Did you see his face? No, I'm going to pass.
I'm going to pass.
Jim's got a video. Jim's got a video up on YouTube for you, Mario. You can look at that.
Yeah.
No. Y'all
It
lying
sounds
on
like
me.
a glory hole gone wrong.
Sauce to fill the.
No, it's not. Haters going to hate, Mario. Haters going to hate.
Okay, so tell me why they were going to hate.
How much
Because
sauce would
they
you
don't have a pee hole as glorious as mine.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. So, wow, that look was even better. Okay.
Okay.
That
Yeah, I'm not
leaves,
going to argue with you, buddy.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what's the
leaves
follow up
Jim's
to that
life.
one?
I'm just going to leave
by the
now.
way, 818.
818-550.
Help! I'm being repressed!
Oh, hey, and while we're thinking about it, everybody in the chat room, go up above where it says live chat and see that little heart that says like. Turn that yellow.
I
Helps
appreciate.
us in our studies.
I definitely appreciate that.
Keeps
And
us on the air.
I'm putting a link to Active Heroes because we are now down to roughly 4 hours before the fundraiser with the AR pistol will be over. So if you want to get in on that, I mean, I'm not asking for someone to do like NIHAP and drop $100, but I tell you, everybody's $10 helps Active Heroes, helps us, Justin's Final Mission, get those cabins built, keep dropping that number. When we started all this, the number was 22. Now they've moved it down to 20. And our group, we're just flat out not going to. I mean, me and John weren't arguing about this the other day, but he's like, we're actually doing very impressive with that pistol. First, we raised money to help Mr. Holster, and then we turned around and raised, we're more money now raised helping Justin's Final Mission. But the bottom line is, with both of us, it's never enough. I mean, we took over where Justin unfortunately left off, and it makes us all proud. You guys hearing this, everybody that I'm looking at right now, that Active Heroes regards us as the largest private fundraiser group that they've ever had. And it shows. If you go over there and make a donation, you will get a response back from Active Heroes thanking you personally. So,
So, and it's not just a pistol. There's a lot of goodies that go with it too.
Oh yeah, as of right now, off the top of my head, Stalker Steve will be sending the person that gets said pistol electronic range headset. Gunwild is going to be sending 1 round to 5.56 to the winner.
One round. One round. Because he's in California, that's all he can have. We're just kidding. We're just kidding.
One box for lead.
We gotta preserve the fucking ammo. Goddammit.
Yeah.
We don't get like you guys.
Gunwild is going to be sending some ammo to the winner. Boondockers is going to be setting up a care package for you with the 2 different rubs and the 2 different sauces. And a big thank you to Steve and David for all you guys have been doing. But like I said, normally how this whole sponsorship shit works is companies come to us and say, hey, we'll throw you some money or maybe you guys some product if you'll mention us. Instead, we found them, fell in love with the quality of the taste of the Boondockers sauce and the rubs, and we basically grabbed them and pulled them in. And what was awesome is not only is David a family member of this deranged group, but Steven, the owner of Boondockers, is such a like-minded thinker. You couldn't ask for a better connection. So I want to say thanks. I personally want to say thanks to Boondockers. It's a fantastic sauce. I want to be able to do some ribs this weekend, and it'll be probably another cooking video for Christine because she's the Zen master holding her father's rib recipe. We'll put those on the Barbie if we're not getting. If fire will even burn in the temperature that we're supposed to have tomorrow.
Minus 16 below. Yeah, let's go for it.
Fuck that. No.
And also on top of that, my friend Mark, Buckeye Fan 21, donated 2 mags, 2 30-round PMags. I donated 1 30-round PMag and a custom gun rail in memory of Justin Fitch. Hashtag Justin's Final Mission. Let's end veteran suicide. So that's all in the package also.
You're so generous. Thank you, Mr. Dicky Cup.
That leaves Mario's line open.
Hey, also, let me just add something real quick, guys, on this whole thing that we're talking about the Justin's final mission. If any of you guys have any kind of doubts about the stuff that's going on with veterans and all this other stuff, please tune in tomorrow's show. I'm telling you, you're going to get an eye-opening experience as to not only the issues that I've had to deal with, but hopefully we can get some other combat vets to kind of talk a little bit about their issues and what they got going on. So if you guys have any doubts about all the stuff that these guys have been going through and how this can better help your fellow, service member, whether they're retired or they're still in the military, please tune in because it's going to be an eye-opening experience. I'm going to be, in reality, whatever question you ask me, I'm going to answer it. And believe me, some of it is not going to be pretty, but in the long run, I think it has to be addressed.
Oh, absolutely. I'm looking forward to it. I know we'll have a really good conversation tomorrow.
So, you got any kind of curfew there, Mario, tomorrow in case it goes over an hour?
Oh, no, we're good, man. Shit, we're good. Yeah, I definitely, if we need to do more than an hour, it's not a problem. I have no problem with helping out with this whole issue and, and just putting the word out so everybody can understand what we're going through. And if it's something that we can use as a reference for others to kind of look into it, by all means, man, let's just go out there and put out the word and give as much information to a lot of people out there because, in reality, there's so many things that I think a lot of people are not really conscious about what we got going on with veterans. I know that Hollywood has tried their best to try to give everybody an idea of how that works. Like I recently watched that movie, Thank You for Your Service. And to a certain point, I liked some of the things that were in that movie, but there's a lot of things that Hollywood has a tendency of doing that it's more towards their benefit and not putting out the message, So we're definitely those are kind of like things that I really wish people would just get off the whole what they watch on Hollywood and just focused on more on what the service member is talking about because that's definitely going to be something that's something that's unscripted. They're going to tell it to you the way it is. So anyways, I don't want to say any more about the show because I think I don't want to lose the thunder for tomorrow's show. But I really hope that you guys really tune in and just support as much as you can.
I should be writing some of this shit down because with you talking now, it's making me think of a few things I want to ask you tomorrow, and one of them is movie related. I'll jot myself.
Yeah, well, there you go, man. Those are just things that you guys can think about. Because I think there's always a lot of perceptions with when it comes to movies and how things are. Like I watched The Hurt Locker, and I swear to God, I wanted to fucking punch that goddamn TV because it was so stupid and it didn't make no fucking sense. Because half of the shit that they talked about in that movie was straight bullshit, and it's stuff that we never did in Iraq or in Afghanistan.
Yeah, and I think tomorrow, too, we'll open it up to the people in the chat room. So if they have any questions or comments, too, we'll make sure to include that in part of our conversation as well.
Yeah, most definitely.
Not to mention, Mario, through her, hopefully you'll have the possibility of reaching a lot broader spectrum of people, too, because here you get us on Spreaker, now, live. So if you're not hearing us now and live, you're hearing us on a podcast, which means you're probably hearing me either on Spreaker or on Spotify. Me and Jim, because we say fuck a lot, are stuck on Spotify. Where tomorrow, you guys, your conversation with Christine and Christine's conversation with Mario, you'll end up on iHeart and Spotify and iTunes and Google. So
well, and actually, I can I just got to thinking about it. I can, with my upcoming website, I can actually, on my podcast, I can actually download our shows and put them on mine, and they will go out on the Spotify and all these, like 7 different iHeart and everybody else, and they won't get hit. So I'll see about doing that. I'll get with Poco and figure out how we can do that.
Paco, Jim needs your help.
And if you call him Paco one more fucking time,
It's just a thing. I don't mean to upset. I don't mean to upset Paco. I just say Paco.
You know, I used to have a pet bird named Paco. That motherfucker wouldn't shut up either.
Well, see,
much like John. So
That's true.
That got turned around.
Hey,
Yeah,
I wonder if he's gonna eat a cracker.
Hey, Gunwalk. I just because there's alcohol involved doesn't mean I'll forget.
Well, I don't
There
know.
might be a drunk purchase
he might-
involved, but
He might be talking to me. I don't know who they're ripping
Yeah,
on.
the only.
yeah.
I already wrote it down.
Yeah, I was going to
Okay.
say, I write shit down. I have a calendar. I have a blank piece of paper right here.
I think they're talking to Eric because I see first as Eric, you don't have a pad yet.
Yeah.
He'll use his voice.
yeah, you still.
And he said, not you, Jim. Because, Jim does drunk purchases, and everybody kind of likes that shit.
Yeah, man. But yeah, guys. I mean, seriously, if you guys have any questions, write them down. I'd love to answer as many questions as I can tomorrow. Because definitely, my biggest thing is just everybody gets their mentality going on this stuff. And by the way, man, I really like your Dickies cup. I just think it definitely says Jim.
Every time he raises it and puts it to his lips, you just see that.
Here, okay.
Dickies.
Is that better?
No. Put it back the other way.
You still know what it is?
Yeah.
Look, that was one of the few things I brought back from Texas with me. So
Oh, is that what that is?
yeah, we don't have Dickies in Florida. We have our own fucking barbecue, and it's much better.
So I have
Is
news.
it more gooder?
I have news real quick. So far, since the AR pistol went up, I'm only talking dollars, not number of tickets, so don't anybody freak out. Okay? That's
Dollars.
separate. Dollars. 1,140. So
That is freaking awesome.
Yes. That's awesome.
Not that far from reaching the
That's
women's
more
goal
good.
either.
What was that?
What?
Jimmy?
say again, Joey.
We're not that far from reaching the women's build goal.
Yes, we are.
That's actually, that's. I think he's talking about dollar sum. How much?
There's
we've
about
raised.
1,700 left.
Yeah. Yeah.
For the women's build?
Yep.
Oh, wow.
Does that not include the pistol?
It includes a pistol. He's just
okay.
talking about the dollar sum. We actually still got almost to that $5,000. So yeah.
So, and nobody likes Mr. Holster anymore. I'm just saying.
Come on, Mr. Holster. Come on, man. Leave Mr. Holster alone.
Mr. Holster knows I'm just messing with him.
Hey, by the way, let's go back to Mr. Rico Suave because I have a story to tell about that one.
Oh please.
Well, Mr. Rico Suave, I forgot this dude's name. What was the name of the artist? You remember?
Fuck no.
Rico Suave.
No, he had actual names. I forgot the name.
Like-
Well, anyways, my senior year in high school, this guy goes to my high school and does a show. And we have the whole senior class there, right? The whole class. And you got like the little, the little bimbo squad over there in the middle. They're like, hey, Mr. freaking Rico Suave or whatever, right? And it got so wild that a lot of them were showing their boobies and stuff.
They're
And we were
boobies.
like, yeah, come on, Mr. Rico Suave, shake it, man. We were like, dude, there was like 10 girls that got suspended. It was a freaking riot, man. So now that you bring that whole promo, I was like, oh, Lord. I just started thinking about that Rico Suave moment back in 1990.
And right now,
Wow, you were a senior in high school?
Yeah.
Senior in high school. I was already never. I was getting ready to like retire and shit.
92? Really?
No, I'm just fucking with you.
Damn.
No, but 92, I was on my 5th fucking deployment. So.
Oh, Gunwell one says I need to roll my R's. Okay,
You gotta roll your R's.
Arroyo.
Rico.
Rico Suave. Arriba. Man.
See, that's why I call him Paco. That is why I call him Paco.
And I'm not going to argue with you on that one right there.
Okay.
Because I saw the same one. Yes.
That is why.
Jim was old in 92. Yes, Jim was old in 92.
Jim,
Yes.
you might.
No.
you might-
First, no. I didn't mean to say yes because that gets me in trouble. What?
Do you want me to read it, or do you want to go check out the latest donation at Justin's?
I just read it because I don't have a 5th window up.
To Jim.
To Jim. Oh shit.
Roses are red, violets are blue. Jim broke his ass. Boo hoo. Otis 71.
All right.
If that's I don't know what it is, bro.
Well, I want to thank Otis 71 for worrying 1 about my ass, 2 donating to Justin's final mission, and 3 making that awesome poem. That just I don't know what else to say. I am verklempt.
I know. I kind of brought a little tear.
I seriously
was
got a
asshole
tear right here. So
And look at him, he's blushing.
Joey, shut the fuck up.
Jim's starting to blush. He's like, "Oh my god, somebody wrote a poem for me."
Oh my god, somebody wrote a poem. Oh wait a minute, hold on.
Reminds you of the-
Hey.
Hey.
Well,
Yeah, so he has a thing for my ass.
Gunwell,
I know what it is. I'm staying the fuck away from him. That's why.
Man,
Jim's
hey,
it's See, how does this always get turned to my ass for 3 shows in a row?
because you're in the Navy, dickhead. That's why.
Well, no,
I am not in the Navy.
You have that. You
Okay.
have that. You have
You
that.
retired from the Navy. I'm
Paco,
sure you saw plenty of dick.
Paco, don't worry. Jim has ass flack.
Ass flack.
Oh God.
Is that where the duck comes out with fucking money? Because I ain't seen that fucker yet.
Hey, so does he get money when he does double anal?
Shut the fuck up.
The Navy is in jail.
That's it. I'm done.
He's had it.
In the Navy.
Oh my
Where you
god.
take it up the ass in the Navy.
You're all fags.
Right now, if you could all see this, Jim's leaning over, licking the Wookiee.
Not only that, why the fuck does he have a cheetah printed fucking pillow on his fucking thing on his chair?
Why do you have
You
to ask?
wonder why we fuck with him.
Do you have to ask?
Yeah, in the Navy, where you take it up the ass in the Navy. Oh my god, broke back ass crack.
Oh, here we go again.
More movies.
Yeah, this is what happened last time. An hour and a half
I
later.
wish I could quit you. Oh my god, that's just so horrible. Look, he's over there playing with his dog because we already pissed him off so bad. Hey, you have your defibrillator nearby, fucker? Just in case you gotta go clear.
He might have his headphones still plugged in so he can't hear.
I know. I don't want to upset him too much, man, because then that card that freaking Real Cobra gave him, the one that says "Please don't die" might happen. So we gotta make sure we don't piss him off too much, man.
Oh, is that what happened? Jim went to go have a kitchen pee hole pop.
Damn.
Take the pee hole challenge. We should, Joey. We should start that. Some YouTube videos. Get those millennials in on it.
Oh, a bunch of kids running around.
Why is it going to involve me?
Dumping hot sauce down their fucking crankles. Oh my god!
you supply the Reaper pepper, and I'll never mind.
We'll call it the real fire.
So
call it the real fire challenge.
So all you assholes can suck my ever loving left nut.
Really?
You want to come on screen?
Hey, so why just the left nut?
That's his
That,
No,
you
you
know,
could. Okay, so you can kiss. It's your choice. Left, right, in the middle. I don't care.
Left, right, and different.
really? Really? Oh, that's so cute. Thank you, man.
The pee hole pop.
Look, he's over there in the corner. Like,
Really want to see it?
yes, ain't shit. Fuck you. Oh, man.
Hey,
That's just nasty.
Jim,
That's just nasty.
Johnny Concho. Johnny
Hey,
Concho
bro, put
says
your
your
catheter back on.
Johnny Concho says your new movie, Jim, is Who Framed Roger's Rectum.
Oh, wow. Oh, my God.
Eat a Tide Pod and inject bootlickers in your pee hole.
Man.
With the,
Damn.
with the marinating syringe.
Come on, John Solo, you're up for stuff like that. You just did waffles.
Oh my god!
Boondockers in the pee hole should be nothing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's,
Oh,
that,
wait, man.
that gets a whole new meaning to hot beef injection.
Oh yeah.
Oh, man.
I got I got 4 bottles on the way, so.
Man.
Well, bottles to try it. Oh, nice.
Yeah, they weren't kidding. For me, that shit is like crack. I eat it on fucking everything.
Stalker Steve, where the fuck you think you're going?
Get your ass back to that computer.
Hey, so wait. What is the Boondockers sauce made of? Is it like? Don't tell me it's like vinegar, fucking paste and shit like that.
Ooh.
Not like that
crack.
cheap-ass bicycle sauce shit.
This is insanely good stuff.
It's just gooder.
Oh, it's more than gooder. It's more than gooder.
I'm gonna need to give me some of that shit because we gotta put the battle bean fucking seal of approval on that bitch.
That's right.
Here you go, Mario. There's just a little indication right there.
Man,
Fuck gravy.
Boondockers. Because
hey, why
fuck,
are
right?
you hating on everything, Jim?
No, fuck gravy. Boondockers.
Boondockers?
Key ingredient bourbon. Now I know why Jim likes it.
I put it on everything. I put it on omelets.
Well, yeah.
I put it on fucking everything. I mean, literally.
Oh, bourbon, huh? Shit, that's what I'm talking about. Is that shit Cajun?
Look, bourbon.
Dickies.
Cajun's wish. It was Cajun's
Dickie's
wish.
bourbon.
Ah.
So, and Eric wonders why this is Jim's show. I scroll back, I come back and I scroll through the comments, and everything's about me.
Yes, because you're in the Navy. When you could get a PS in the Navy.
Hey, Mario. Wingnut says it's not legal to possess in California. Sorry.
Eat a bag of dick. Shit. Man, look at
And y'all wonder why we're the hell not on fucking iHeart.
Yeah, no shit. I'm telling you, man. Because hey, this is a wholesome family show.
It's a whole and I'm waiting for you to do this tomorrow night on Miss Bomey's show. She's going to be
I have to watch my mouth tomorrow. That's hard. You're asking a fucking infantryman to say
Right?
everything elaborate. I have to put on my educated hat on.
Right, and it doesn't matter what fucking brand of the service you were in, because fuck is like a verb, and noun, and adjective, and everything else.
That's a key word. Okay.
Yes. See, in the military, fucker, we were gender neutral forever.
The term of endearment.
Yes, it doesn't matter, male, female, ma'am, or whatever.
Ma'am.
Fucker. Yeah, we were gender neutral before it was PC, so kiss
right.
my ass.
The term of endearment, is that what you said, Johnny?
Yeah.
But, and be bedazzled, Mario. Yes, I saw that fucking video from Mario for the bedazzled chick. She was hot. Want to touch the hiney?
Too much. Radio.
No, if you didn't see that on Facebook, I can't believe Facebook still is letting that stay up. I just can't.
If
What?
she bedazzled Trump on arrest, yeah, it would have been taken down.
Oh yeah, well yeah. No, Mr. Holster. In light of the situation.
Well, no, the Navy goes 4 ways: left, right, forward, and reverse. So I mean, yeah.
In, out.
But never straight.
But never straight. Yeah. Wait a minute. What? and what kills me is that came from Johnny
Navy.
Johnny Watson, who was also in the Navy.
What kills me is Jim
Fucking
agreed with
homo. No, I did the whole Archer. What? Wait. What? Yeah, what?
And sometimes the Navy's even been known to deep submerge.
Oh, yeah, okay. Horses and bayonets. Cool story, bro. Tell me another one.
The Bangkok dip.
Yeah, I don't hear any fucking Army guys or Air Force guys going, yeah, that basket trick was fucking awesome. Oh, it got quiet there, didn't it, huh?
All you hear me do is
Yeah, I don't hear any Air Force. Yeah, I don't hear any Air Force or Army guys going, yeah, a long pole was the shit.
Is this on?
Yeah.
Checking.
Yeah, I think we left that in this conversation.
You take it up the ass in the Navy. Oh, I'm sorry, what was that?
See, okay.
You talking shit, man. Hey, you get our number here, fucker. You got 2 Army guys here.
No, see, no. I only got 1.5.
What?
Oh, who's the other one?
John's only a half.
Oh, that's fucked up, bro.
That's sad. That's sad. That's sad.
Damn.
Yep.
Hey, man, if they only knew what fucking gun bunnies have to do, man.
Gun bunny? Really? Gun bunnies? Is that where
Yeah,
we're
there's
going?
artillery guys.
Well, that's John.
That's me, yep.
Artillery, man. Yeah, shit. You try to fucking, hump that fucking round
So
down.
that artillery, that 105 millimeter?
That's what I was on, yep.
Right? Yeah, 105. Yeah, in the Navy, we got 16-inch guns.
Well, it doesn't matter what branch you're in.
He's talking about the midway. Get the fuck out of here. You're not that old.
The Midway was an aircraft. You don't even know what you're talking about.
And you don't pick that shit up and carry it to the freaking gun and load it. We do.
Yeah. Yeah, you got an auto loader, puto.
You was going to say, you know why we don't? Yeah, we're not dumb.
No,
We build an autoloader.
See, we were smart enough to go, hey, that shit's fucking heavy. We're not going to carry that crap.
Oh my god, that's gonna totally fuck up my back. No, man.
Yeah, that's right. The VA's not going to pay me for this shit. I'm going to build something that'll carry that
And I
for
will
me.
tell you that we are not smart enough to do that. We just fucking pick it up and go.
No
Yeah,
surfing,
And yes,
man.
no one's
Well,
reading.
not only that, but the Army now has the 155,
Yeah.
and the
Okay,
fucking
that's
artillery
105 millimeter. How many inches?
155.
Yeah. It's a 155.
But see, here's the thing you don't know about. This thing's called the Excalibur, and basically you put a GPS coordinates on that motherfucker,
Well,
and
no,
instead of
yeah.
and instead of you blowing up the whole fucking block, you blow up one fucking house.
But
where's
also,
the
the
phone?
the
But hold on.
105
Where's
105
the-
had my favorite round, which was Apers round. That's going to be 7,000 darts, which takes everything and turns it into fucking Swiss cheese at point blank. That is a sexy fucking round.
Nah, contrary, I like to talk shit about the Navy, but you motherfuckers have some really nice toys too. I'm not gonna lie. And they're not the sexual kind, Jim. Don't be
I was waiting. I was waiting.
Don't be a fag.
There's
okay?
a lot of tubes on those boats.
Yeah. But
Eric's is way more than 19
The Navy
millimeters.
does have some fucking impressive. The Navy does have some impressive weaponry in their shit, man. I ain't gonna lie. Like to me, my favorite fucking thing they got is called what do they call it? The Sea Whiz. Seaweed.
Yeah. Well, yeah, the Sea Whiz. That's
everybody say hi to Jules.
Hey, Jules is in the house.
Jules!
Hi.
Jules.
Our favorite Jules. Now, and Mario, that's called Sea Whiz. That's that's short for fuck everybody in that direction. Yeah. Pretty much.
Throw rounds as fast as you can throw them.
It throws like 6,000 rounds a second at a specific target, radar guided. So yeah.
And the fact that you have these lethal fucking weaponry called fucking Ohio class submarines. Well, scary as fuck. One Ohio submarine can take out North Korea, man. Do you guys know what that means?
Yeah.
That's a lot of weaponry in one fucking sub. That's scary as shit.
Oh, every time one of the boomers pulls out to sea, it becomes the third largest power in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah. My thing is everybody puts all the talk about the aircraft carriers, and don't get me wrong. They're badass fucking ships too, but a fucking submarine will fuck you up, and you won't even know it.
So hey, just to let you know, Mario, everywhere you see a carrier, there's two of those fuckers.
Yeah. Oh yeah. If you see an aircraft carrier, there's two underwater.
Yeah. For every carrier battle group that you see on in the news or pictures of, what you don't see is below the water. There's two of the boomers and one fast attack.
Yep.
So yeah.
That's scary, man.
I'm telling you, dude.
Fuck that.
But still, look. In all seriousness, all the branches of the military, we all make fun of each other, and we all know and we all love it. But we all work together as a team. One, but two, when it's needed, I'm trying not to sound like a drunken idiot because I'm not actually drunk yet, but when it's needed, when this country needs us, we're there. I mean, come on.
Oh yeah. Well, come on, man. I mean, not to throw all kinds of fucking kudos at you, but you guys are the best Navy in the world.
Well, no, I'm talking every service. I'm not talking about the Navy. I'm talking about all services. Look, when you can look back through time, it doesn't matter. World War I, World War II, it doesn't matter. As Korea, look at this crisis, that crisis, whatever. It doesn't matter. The President of the United States calls on the service, and they go where it's needed. Period. End of story. They put their life. They are tip of the spear, and they put their life on the line to keep all us dumbasses back here in the States free. So, and that is what it boils down to.
And that's a great point that you just bring out, because I think there's so many people, especially, and I'm not saying that the people that are listening to this radio show, because I mean a lot of these guys here are veterans or they're patriots and they love the military, but I can tell you there's too many people that take their freedoms for granted here. No,
I agree.
Oh, yeah.
I think we all agree. Eric, I'm pretty sure Eric agrees with it too, because this isn't my show; it's Eric's show.
We're still on.
Eric?
Hello, Joe.
Yeah.
Sorry, me and Joey were in a.
They were having love sex.
Yeah, we were having a private chat.
Hey. You spin me round, round.
Okay, I'm going to stop it now.
Oh yeah, Smile wants to join the Space Force, I think.
I want to be a door gunner on the shuttle. I don't give a fuck how old I am.
Hey Johnny, what did you do in the Navy, bud?
I actually was one of the guys down in the engine room. I actually ran the throttles to the main engines.
Is that before it became nuclear?
I actually went to school for nuke, did all the training, and then they sent me to a boat that didn't have it.
What the fuck?
Yeah, 2.5
Now,
years of training, and they said, nope, we don't need you.
See, Johnny in the Navy community, Johnny was called a snipe.
Yes.
Yeah, that was the guys who were way below decks that did the engines and all that stuff down there. See, I was in Airedale. I worked on airplanes.
Yeah,
So.
when you're down in the engine room in the Persian Gulf, and they come down with the heat stress indicators, it's
185 degrees.
They stick that bastard straight up inside the air conditioning duct, and then read it and says, "Yeah, you got 6-hour stay times."
Yeah.
And in reality, we had about 15 minutes before we were supposed to leave.
Now, does it get really hot down there for the nuclear power engines?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Because basically what it does is it doesn't matter whether it's a nuclear powered one or a boiler powered one, it makes steam. And the steam is really freaking hot. If I told you the actual temperature, I'd have to kill you. But but you can Google it.
But now, and again, and what he's talking about steam, not just for the engines, but also, on an aircraft here, for the catapults and hot water water for showers. And every ship produces a shit ton of steam so they could have whatever they need.
Make electricity.
Right.
They turn the generators to make electricity.
Right.
Where they get the water.
That's amazing, man.
The water? That's the easy part. We take it out the ocean.
I was going to say,
desalinize it.
Yeah,
we're only around like a bazillion, and that's a whole lot of water. So yeah,
how does it go, Jim?
A bazillion,
man.
Yeah, but it's Navy. I didn't think they thought about that.
Oh yeah, we were pretty smart.
Let's see here, Eric.
Hey, we made metal float. We could prove metal could float.
Yeah. And we also proved that if you put a big enough engine in a rock, it'll fly.
That's right. You can make tanks fly. That's what the F-14 was. A tank that flew.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's true. That is a big motherfucking plane.
Big old engine on it too.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
How the fuck did you guys store that motherfucker?
It's not nuclear. It's not nuclear steam there.
No.
The nuclear. God,
there's a completely separated side.
I was gonna say we can't talk too much more about this.
I can't draw it out for you, but I can tell you there's a separation in it.
Well, I wasn't in the Navy, so I can give you a tiny little touch. It actually produces heat. That heat is what they use to make the fucking steam from water.
That's correct.
That steam steam drives impellers. Those impellers are attached to turbines, which produce power.
Yes.
Yes, that is correct.
Thank you, Mr. Army guy. God. You are soft.
And again,
we're not that stupid because we're land mammals.
That's right.
We understand.
Just because I spent half my time in a hole in the ground doesn't mean shit.
It's okay. I was right there with you, fucker.
That's right.
I'm right there with you. I'm the motherfucker calling you. Hey, red leg, fire mission over.
OP1. This is OP2.
Yeah, no shit.
OP.
Where's Andy and fucking Goober and everybody?
They're dead. They're dead in front of me. 25 yards because they failed the challenge.
Look, hey dude, look at Gabe, Pyre, and Eric. Those motherfuckers are lost. They're like,
all right.
I don't know what the fuck we're doing here. Why are we here?
OP. How do you spell that?
Yeah, you spell that.
Wait a minute. OP. Does that stand for Orange Park? That's close to where Jim lives, isn't it?
That is amazing. But it's always cool when I go to San Diego. It's always cool when I go to San Diego and I check out the ships and it's kind of cool because when you're in uniform, they pretty much let you everywhere. You just show your ID card and they're like, hey man. I go, hey man, can I get on top? Like, fuck yeah, get on top. It's like, hell yeah.
Well, and again, and I'm with you because, like, where I, as a civilian now, and I have a retired military ID, they have a Army. There's an Army Helo outfit right here in Jacksonville, out at Cecil Field where I work, and they took over all the old S3 hangars. And one of the guys I actually work with is a reserve captain in the Army. And they've been calling him up and down, up and down. Of the 3 years I've been working out there at Cecil with these guys, he's been gone about a year and a half of that.
Yeah.
He came back. He came back last week. He came back, and then he's leaving again in March to go to Afghanistan for a year.
Yeah. And the thing is, my unit recently converted to the Stryker vehicle, and I don't know if you guys are familiar with the Stryker vehicle. You guys can Google it. And but the thing about it is, this is a personnel carrier. It could carry 9 soldiers in the back and 2 crewmen, and it's street legal. So whenever there's like some shit going down, they have a tendency to call my unit a lot. So that's sometimes not it sucks to be reliable, you know what I'm saying? Because the fact that you have a street legal fucking, personnel carrier, that's. But it's like one of those things. We were talking about it like last time. Me and my friends were like, "You imagine there's another fucking riots? They see our vehicles coming through. Them motherfuckers gonna stop like right there and then. They ain't gonna fuck around with us." Because you got fucking 50 cal and you have a 50 cal on top, and some of those guys have Mark 19s and fucking 240s on the side. Yeah, they're done.
All right, I have to give a little shout out here to Small Money. No Ed to represent the Air Force or even Cobra. It's not that it's sad, Small Money, but I'm not taking anything away from the Air Force. I got a lot of Air Force buddies, and I've been on a lot of Air Force bases. Those guys are phenomenal people. The Air Force jets, the security forces, the missiles, everything else. Again, all the different forces, we'll bust each other's ass to no end, but
by the way,
all respect each other. So
the Air Force is the Army Air Corps. So
they started off as the Army Air Corps.
We all have a palm point. My palm point which is preparations for overseas maneuvers. My palm point was Travis Air Force Base. That's where I palm.
So
Well, and see, the thing about it, out of anybody, the Army works the most with the Air Force.
Oh yeah,
because they pretty much carry all of our shit. So I mean, I have a good relationship with a lot of those guys, and all I can say about the Air Force is they have customer service. We ain't got that shit in the Army.
I used to love going to the Air Force bases because, man, we got treated like kings out there.
Yeah, Air Force Base, they'll treat you really good. And also, another thing that I found out, when you're in E7 and you go to a Navy base, like I stood in line at the fucking Chow Hall, and this guy looks at me, and he looks at me all weird, and he's like, "What's your rank?" And I was like, so I'm first class. And he's like, "What is that?" It's E7. He's like, "Well, you don't eat here." I'm like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, you got to go to a Chiefs Club.
He goes, "No, you eat at the Chiefs Mess." I'm like, "What the fuck is the Chiefs Mess?" And there's a fucking Chow Hall just for E7s and above over there.
Yes,
and it's fucking awesome because they're like,
see, here's the thing: E7 through 9 eat better than everybody else. When you're on a ship, on a carrier, is all I can speak for. Johnny can speak to his, but 7 through 9, you eat the best on the entire ship.
And see now,
for us it's different though.
They take all the scrapings from that and give it to
and serve it to the E1 through E6. Yes.
No, for us it's different. We're the last ones to eat. We always let all of our fucking soldiers eat first.
Right. Unless we're in the field, and if we're in the field,
we're in the field too.
Rank don't matter because everybody's eating shit.
Well, in the field.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
I used to pray to God when we would get those hot trucks, man. They come up and, let there be something else other than fucking ham slices and blueberries. Never was, but
ham slices and blueberries.
You know those fucking trays. They come out with those fucking trays, and they set them down like a can of and you're like, fucking ham slices and blueberries. Yeah, that's what it is. You like grab a chunk and you throw blueberries on it with hot sauce and go, fuck it, whatever. It's not an MRE.
Yeah, no shit, man. But anyways, I think we lost Eric and we lost Gay Pirate, so I think we need to let him back in, guys, because
Yes, because Gunwild said again. Gunwild said this is Jim's show and Eric is on Wednesday. Yes, I was trying not to do that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Hey, that's what you get for fucking inviting me, so fuck you.
Okay.
That's just the way it goes.
Anyways.
I mean, again, I'm not trying to, yank anybody's chain or anything. We just started talking about stuff we know, and sorry,
I don't give a shit.
Hey, by the way, if you guys got some questions, hey, put that fucking number again, would you? You got any questions?
Oh yeah, the text number too.
Yeah, put that text number.
I put it up there earlier. Hold on, let me see if it'll still do it here. Yep, there it is. There it is. Text if you got a question for Mario, text it in there.
Oh, I can just see the gayness coming out.
Or pictures from Mario.
Yeah.
No pictures.
Oh, yeah,
He wants dick pics.
Oh, shit. Why don't you go ahead and do that? Yeah, okay, great.
Blue waffle pics,
Yeah.
Whoa, hey Joey, whoa, what the fuck?
What?
Really? This is a guest.
Save your best material for 2 a.m.
There's your first one right there.
That has to be from.
Gay boy himself.
Yeah. Well, no, I mean.
Only that schmuck would degrade a fucking fine beer by putting it in a Miller cup.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Jolson.
So,
Fucker.
yes, I was going to say Jolson, yes.
Okay, and here we go.
What the fuck is it? Is that midget sex? Okay, back it up. You can't see the whole picture, you asshole. That's midget sex.
Thanks. Somebody sent a little something.
It looks. Hold on. It looks like
geez.
Eric's penis. It looks like Eric's penis, only smaller.
And Jim is saving that shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
I like the fact that he's wearing a headgear in case he falls down. So,
Yeah, because I work in construction, Eric.
Hey, I wonder if he thinks he's part of one of the YMCA guys.
Oh my heavens! Oh god! So thanks and
Yeah, everybody's got nothing to do with that one.
Here we go.
And that was John. That was from your buddy Paco.
Paco.
Oh, Paco.
And someone sent someone sent a moose knuckle.
Hey, moose. Oh no, see that's okay. You can send moose knuckles.
That's more gooder. Yes, continue that one.
I want to thank you guys.
Bear knuckle would be better, but okay.
For having this stuff flood all over my damn email now. Thanks a lot. I can
just imagine if your wife ever takes your phone.
we don't have to worry about that. But my Amazon will be all fucked up tomorrow. I can guarantee you that. They'll be like, hey,
why is this going to your Amazon?
You want to see some midgets? Huh? Google tracks
Yeah,
everything.
right,
Google tracks everything. You know that.
Yeah. Hey, we saw you were looking at midget porn. How would you like to see this
Yes.
book? What? Why is Amazon and Pornhub put together? I don't understand that.
Dr. Seuss, XXX.
Right?
They do it in a boat.
I will not fuck here. I will
in a
not
boat.
fuck there. I will not fuck anywhere. Yeah.
Man.
So Eric, you're gay. Tell us why you're not.
Yeah, Eric.
Who's this?
Hey, by the way, Eric.
Did you see the look? You guys see the look? I know it's radio, assholes.
Hey,
you see
Eric,
the look on his face. Eric,
What was the question again?
Tell us why you're not gay. And the look I got was,
Hey, Eric,
Now he
so
has to
do
think
you
of his
need another
excuse.
bowl of dicks?
another bowl of dicks. Yes.
Yeah, fresh bowl of dicks. That's what's important.
Hey, by the way, that kind of looked like one of those it's kind of weird kind of porns, you know,
What?
where Christine hands you a bowl of of dicks. It says, "Eat a bowl of dicks." You know, it's just. I'm thinking, is there a whip in the back, or you getting hit by the whip,
Kinda.
or are you getting tied down?
So,
Inquiring minds want to know.
Smile Money wants to know, Eric is gay. Prove me wrong.
We're not going to prove you wrong.
Sorry. I got nothing.
All I can say is Smile Money, pull my finger. that's all I got.
Shit here. Shit in one hand, Eric's gay in the other. See which one gets filled up first.
That's right. It's the gift that keeps on giving.
Eric's like, I hate all you motherfuckers.
Yeah, look what time it is. Shit.
Oh, look, we're going to close the show. It's 11 o'clock.
It's almost time to hit that button, isn't it?
Oh, wait, don't do it.
Just hit that button.
John's going to give himself some
Hey,
more
you
drinks.
still got like fucking 55 minutes. Shut up.
Actually, he has unlimited time. So.
Yeah, it's Saturday night. We got all, or Friday night. We got all we want.
Don't tell him that.
Hold on, let me check. There's a booking. There is a booking at midnight.
So we got midnight Eastern or midnight Central?
Midnight Eastern. So that would leave you like roughly like
2 hour.
No, 2.
No, an hour.
No, it's 10 o'clock Eastern. Come on.
Yeah, right now, but his show goes to 11, so it's only an hour extra.
Right, which is still midnight.
What? Yeah, an hour, not 2 hours. 1 hour, John. What?
Man, you're just hostile.
Math, John. Math. Math, motherfucker. Do you do it?
Give me the definition
Oh,
of
man, he's
deflection.
talking shit now. You said you got a higher score in ASVAB than you did.
Yes, I scored a 76 on my ASVAB.
Give me the definition. Give me the definition of deflection.
Welcome to the new episode of Snap City.
What's this? Yeah. You know, I always thought she was a great dancer, but then she was up on that stage, and I...
Hey, man, you're starting to sound like Elmer Fudd now. Thank you, America.
I'm
It's
riding
been
in
fun.
my car. I turn up the radio.
Turn out the radio. Thank you, America.
I'm talking. Oh my god! It's Ozzy Fudd, the Rabbit Slayer.
So, what'd you guys think about Donald Trump telling Nancy Pelosi, "Yeah, you can go ahead and take your little trip, fly commercial"?
Yeah, no
Hey,
shit. Dude, I was fucking dying when I saw that shit. I could not believe it. You're like talking about, if you think you're petty, you have met your match, because Donald Trump is the pettiest motherfucker ever. And you fuck with him, he's going to fuck with you right back.
but
The
no,
wrong person.
I'm not going to disagree with you. But think about it this way, though: Donald Trump is it petty, or is he just going, "All right, you assholes, you started this shit. I'm going to finish it." You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I mean, if you call that petty, that's fine. Okay, I'm with you. That's fine.
Mhm.
But the best thing about this whole thing is the internet, the memes and the pictures and all the
they're funny.
Twitter.
shit.
Oh my god, the social media is fucking hilarious about it. The best one I saw was a picture of the Wright Flyer from Kitty Hawk, and it said this flew 582 feet. That's further than Nancy Pelosi got on her fucking trip. And I went, oh my god!
I like the one that they showed. They showed the little
Smile
ramp.
Money wants to know what I think about the fucking wall.
Yeah,
What? And that's a legit question right there.
And you know what? I'm going to give you guys my my take on this, and the reason why I feel that this is something that we really need to fight for. As somebody who lives in California, as somebody who lives in a border state, I can tell you that I am fucking tired of people coming through the fucking border. And the thing about it is not just Hispanics, bro, because I know that the media likes to throw the Hispanics and make it seem like it's fucking, the Hispanics don't want to come in or whatever.
Nope.
It's fucking everybody, man. It's motherfuckers from, a matter of fact, I don't know if you guys saw this video of this border patrol like fucking agent, and he starts talking about how he detained people from like fucking 15 different countries, and they all came through Mexico.
Yeah, I saw that.
And I'm like, this is fucking legit shit, and I think this is something that we need to start doing because we have to protect our country. As somebody who's been overseas and seen the shit that I've seen, I can tell you guys that because Iraq did not have any kind of fucking border restrictions or anything like that, all these motherfuckers, like people from Jordan, from Saudi Arabia, and all this other shit, they all came to fucking Iraq and fought the Americans. And people say, well, am I being fucking extreme? No, there's a difference. There's a different type of fucking terrorism. There's that fucking domestic terrorism where they'll try to make themselves seem like they're fucking asylum seekers, and what they want to do, they want to come over here and exploit people. And that's exactly what's happening. And I'm not saying everybody is a bad person and everybody's coming in here to harm people. But let's just stop and think about it. There's enough of them that it draws an alarm to this whole issue. There's certain parts of the U.S. and California and Arizona where there's just a small little fucking wire fence between the U.S. fucking side and the Mexico side, and this is a big issue. People are going to say, well, people can climb over it, they can go under the wall, whatever the case may be. Of course, yes, they all can do that. But my biggest thing is if you build a fortress, people are going to think twice about fucking with it. Let's stop and think about how that shit worked in Israel. Israel has a big motherfucking wall all over the motherfucker, and that worked for them. Is it going to solve everything? Is it going to solve all the attacks that they go through? No. But my biggest thing is that if you build a castle and you build your fortress within that castle, you're going to be a stronger country. This isn't me going against my own people, or people are going to say, oh, you know what, you're fucking Hispanic. How the fuck are you going against your own people? This isn't about that shit. This is about fucking taking care of ourselves. We seem to always fucking worry about everybody fucking else. And oh, woe is me. Everybody wants to come over here and fucking seek asylum and all this other shit. Nobody's worrying about the fucking taxpayer. Nobody gives a fuck about the taxpayer. And we're the ones that are maintaining this shit. And
well,
I think there's been enough fucking freeloading that I think all of us are tired of it. This is the reason why it's such an issue. Because I'm going to tell you guys something. When I immigrated back in '84, there wasn't this big of a fucking issue of people just coming in here in flocks and fucking trying to get into the border. People came in here, and if they came into the States, they wanted to do something about it. When I came to the United States, guys, I came to the state and I said, you know what, the best thing that I could ever do is pay back is to join the military, and that's what I did. And I paid back for everything they have given to me. But my family all are fucking productive. Every one of them has college degrees. Every one of us works. Nobody fucking freeloaded off the government. We're productive citizens. And the problem is that many of these, because Obama showed them the way of the welfare state, they want to continue doing that shit. And now that you have Trump, who does not fucking believe in that shit, and they want to make him to be a racist, a bigot, and all this other shit. He's not a racist nor a bigot. He's fucking being real. And if people would just fucking get off the whole fucking bandwagon about saying that he's racist or this is about race or whatever the fucking case may be, it's not. It's about taking care of ourselves.
And I want to touch on something from the chat room there. The guys are saying I got no problem with letting them in. It's just, but here, look, I don't have a problem with immigration. I don't. I have a problem with illegal.
Exactly.
If you want to come here the way our forefathers came here.
Yeah, the way I did it. I seek asylum, but I did it the right way. We had all the documentation to prove our shit. We had everything to prove ourselves, and we said, hey, look, this is what it is. I was in a fucking detention facility for 6 months until my fucking case went through. So, maybe I didn't do it all the right way, but, my thing is I had enough fucking documentation in order for me to prove my point, or prove our case.
Right, and what I'm talking about is the majority of what we call Americans came through Ellis Island, and
Right.
anybody who came through Ellis Island, and my mother went and traced my roots, our roots, I should say, my family's roots. We came through Ellis Island, and we did the inoculations, and we did the legal, we did the background check, or I guess that's what it was called, or what it would have been back then, whatever. All that and everything. Just and we embraced America. We didn't come here and go, I'm this, I'm
But
that.
these motherfuckers want to wave the flag of their native country and say that they're this and that. That's bullshit. And my thing about it is that I have no problem with immigration. The problem that I have is that, and this is, while one can tell you guys, Jeff can tell you because he's in California just like I am. The problem that we have is that when you have so many fucking people in this state of California, they give them fucking driver's licenses. They give them all this other shit, whatever. You go to an emergency fucking room, it takes you 3 or 4 fucking hours just to get seen. You go to the DMV in some places like fucking LA or San Francisco, you're spending 4 hours in the DMV, where before it would take you an hour. Why? Because there's an influx of fucking people coming in, and they're using all these services that everybody else uses. And like I tell you, it's not that I'm saying that, they shouldn't use them, but my thing is it's to a point where it makes it harder for the taxpayer who's paying their fucking money and all this other shit, and they can't get the services that they need.
Okay, so I want to touch on something, if Eric, if it's okay with you. I want to touch on something in the chat room. Poco Loco said the forefathers came here by stealing the land from the natives, so they should we do it like that? Now, first and foremost, I'm going to disagree with you, and I'm going to do it respectfully, and here's why. This wasn't a country. It was just a piece of land. When everybody settled here. Spanish, European, African, whatever. And it was uncharted territory. And those people were called settlers. They weren't fucking immigrants. They were settlers. They were coming to a new area because they didn't have countries, if you will, on this part of the world at that time. So you can't put immigration with settlers and things like that. So, and that's nobody will change my mind on that. They carved something out of nothing and made it work. Now, what after the country was formed and all that, after 1776 and what happened to the Native American Indians and all that, that's a whole different fucking argument. That's a whole different fucking history.
I'm going to agree with Jim on that, and you can feel free to hate me at johnsolar@gmail.com. But I want to say something real fast, real quick. This is a donation made on Justin's final mission. Bobby Joe Inman was my best friend, a Vietnam vet and MC Club brother. He was troubled by his experiences. He confided in me and told me things that he hadn't told anyone else. We had many late-night campfires, crying and opening up our emotions, and he misses them every single day. He left us in 87.
Well, and oh my God, thank you very much.
Yes, indeed. Thank you very, very much. That was from Steve.
Yes, thank you, Steve. I just wanted to read something that Jay Wolf, the owner of Elite Ammunition, put up on Facebook. Someone might have already seen it. I disagree with the president canceling the military flight for Pelosi. I would have waited and then canceled the return flight.
Yes, cancel the return flight. Yes, I agree with that. I do. I agree with that.
But yeah, there's a lot of thoughts, a lot of opinions on different stuff like that. That's one of the beautiful things I like about this group is we have the ability to have a conversation and not just
exactly. And I'm not
other,
holding,
not just.
And you know, I think another thing, and I just want to add something to the whole thing that we're talking about. I think because there's a lot of people that are not near a border state, they may not have a chance to kind of relate with what I kind of talked about. I really hope that you guys don't think I'm trying to sound like I'm racist or whatever the case may be. I'm far from it. But my thing is that I'm getting pissed because a lot of these people are taking advantage of the system.
And I'll tell you right now, a lot of people don't know this. I'm in Maine. And there's a lot of people that did not know what the hell happened in 9/11. And if you don't know, then find out about a border state, because I'm a border state. Maine, yes, Maine is a border state that has concrete pillars every 30 feet. And in between each concrete pillar is an imaginary, don't go there, don't go there. They went there, and they came to Portland, Maine, and they hung out for a while, and then they boarded planes, and they went to Boston. And this is where they were, right here in Maine, an area that does not have a secured border. If you don't know that, study for just a minute and find out 9/11 happened because Maine does not have a border wall. We have nothing but little concrete pillars. And this is where they came through at, in Maine.
Yeah. And that's a valid point. I think in reality, we have a tendency of not putting attention to the northern border. And I remember I watched this documentary. These people actually came from Canada, and they actually walked themselves into the United States, which is fucking crazy.
Well, look, and we all and we get that. We all get that. It's easy. Well, it was. I guess the whole point of this conversation on this part of the conversation, I should say, is that the southern border was more open than the northern border. But now that we're starting to close up this, over time we've closed up the southern border a little bit here, a little bit there, whatever. That the northern border, they're like, well, the Canadians are now letting anybody and everybody into the country, so let's go through there. So, and plain and simple,
But I think that's also kind of cost Trudeau. Trudeau lost a lot of support.
Look, Trudeau's an idiot, dude.
Yeah, we all know that.
Trudeau's a fucking puppet of the NWO. We all know that. That's to anybody who knows anything about anything. We all know that. Hell, we got friends that live in Canada that absolutely can't stand this asshole. So, and again, that affects the United States. And I'm with you, Mario. It's not that I don't want to stop immigration. Immigration is what made this country great. I fully believe and think that. But come here and embrace the country. Don't come here and go, well, fuck America. No, I don't want that.
And you know what, guys? I don't understand the mentality of most Americans, because what's it going to take for people to take border security seriously? Do we need a Mumbai type of attack? Do we need a Paris attack where we have 10 motherfuckers with the AKs and start fucking shooting people up?
We had it in California. We had it in California already.
Yeah. But see, it seems to me like
we've had it in numerous places.
Yeah.
But the thing about it seems to me like it's not driving home yet to a lot of people.
No, the first thing is gun control. They say gun control first. They don't even bother to think about what the hell just happened.
See, and here's the thing. Again, and Eric agrees with me on this. I know he does. It's like, depending on how you look at all these situations, is whether you had an education growing up or you had an indoctrination growing up.
That's correct.
Yeah, no shit. And how much of it right now is this fucking Trump derangement thing?
Well, and that's what I'm talking about. That's the indoctrination from the hippies in the '60s on. You have this anti-American thing going on. The nationalists, well, look at Gillette with the whole toxic masculinity. Hey, here's something for your toxic masculinity. Suck my fucking dick. Well, there's your toxic masculinity. Okay.
I was reading some of the haters in some of Trump's tweets, and it was just like going,
"Oh my god,
this
don't, dude.
It's not fake." And I'm just reading this stuff, going, "Oh my god, grow a fucking brain, you moron piece of shit."
I got to be honest with you, Eric, on the whole Twitter thing. I don't read. I read Trump's tweets, but I don't read any of the comments because I'm like, oh my god,
oh my god, you should try that.
No, because I would literally fucking grab a gun and start killing motherfuckers if I was to read all those tweets. And it's not just Trump. It's any conservative, any libertarian, any non-liberal fucking person. They just they do their whole fucking attack thing on them. Like, Jesus, can you people not fucking can you give it a rest? And
but see, here's my thing. The biggest problem that I have with the new generation is that they're all sheep. None of them are none of them think for themselves. Whatever they believe, whatever they see on social media is what they believe in. They don't, like all of us were like, that's bullshit.
I agree.
Let me research it. They don't do that.
But here's the thing. They research on a controlled media outlet, and it's just it's ridiculous. Nobody has, to me, common sense is gone. It is. I don't need to go on Google or MSN or Fox or CNN or even DuckDuckGo. I don't need to go on a social media site to go, this is fucked up. I don't need anything to tell me that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I think it's this whole propaganda thing that's going on lately, and I can see why the president is the way he is with the media, because in reality they haven't done anything to help themselves be more believable to the rest of the public, or the rest of the people out there.
And again, I don't trust. I don't give a shit who Trump, from Trump to my local board of trustee dude or whoever. I don't trust any politicians. I don't trust any media. When I do my Sunday chats, I go if you look at the links, they're from all over the place. And all I'm doing is showing what they're saying. I'm not saying that that's gospel. That's not what I'm getting at. I hope, and to anybody who thinks what I say on my Sunday chats is what I believe to be gospel, you need to open your fucking eyes. All I'm doing is saying this is what they're showing. I'm not saying this is gospel. This is what Jim thinks. I'm saying this is what it is, and I think this is all bullshit. But I don't agree with this, but I agree with this, but I don't agree with that. That's all I'm saying.
Right.
So, I've had people jump me going, well, I can't make heads or tails of your Sunday chats. Well, hey, bipolar boy, shut the fuck up. You're not supposed to make fucking sense of my fucking Sunday chats. They're supposed to make you think, not make sense of them.
It's your point of view.
Right, it's an opinion.
Exactly.
It's an opinion.
It's opinions. It's what I see out there. I'm showing it to you.
That's what really freaks me out about a lot of people is when you say something, they go, "Oh, so what you're saying?" No, it's my opinion. This is my opinion. This is how I feel. I just now said, "Here's how I feel." You have your feelings. Hopefully, when I say how I feel, maybe it makes you study more. Maybe it makes you actually want to drive out and look it up and learn more for yourself. You don't have to agree with me. Learn. I hope to God. That's one of the things me and Christine love about the show on Saturday. When we finish, we hope to God you went and studied on your own. Don't take our word for it. We always tell you, don't.
That's why I put links in my fucking videos to go, look at it for yourself, make your own fucking decision. And as far as Trump goes, look, Do I want him in there before Hillary? Yes. Do I believe do I believe everything he's doing is in the best interest?
No.
I want to believe, but do I believe it is? No, I think there's because now he's in a political state. He has to make decisions with that in mind. Do I think he's going after my First Amendment? Do I think he's going after my Second Amendment? I don't know. Until he does it, I'm not going to sit there and say, oh, he is, because he's not.
Mm-hmm.
Until it happens, and then I will do something about it. I can't. I'm not. I can't. I'm not. It's not fucking the Minority Report. I can't see the future.
Well, don't forget, the sky is always falling.
Right. Exactly. Everybody. Oh well, look, he's a Trojan horse, or he's this. He's got. You know what? Fuck off.
But also,
I would rather have Trump and his bullshit than Hillary, and I know I'm going to get fucked.
But listen to this. There's some people out there that are having a conversation about the shutdown and stuff like that. Remember this, okay? Obama shut the government down, and now Trump has got a shutdown happening, both for different purposes. Okay, Trump wants it for one thing, the wall. Obama wanted it for Obamacare. All right, so
right.
you got to figure out where you're actually standing, because number one, here's the way this works: when the government shutdown happens, all right. Everybody keeps screaming about how everyone's going to get fucked. No one's going to get paid. Go back and look at the ending of the last shutdown. Go back and look at it. You don't not get paid. You get paid everything, and you get paid a little bit more actually. They don't like.
Well, and again, the media is blowing this the whole like right here in Jacksonville. We got a huge Coast Guard presence here, and the Coast Guard's not getting paid. All right. Well, one. You've had almost a month to prepare for not getting your first check because you did not get paid immediately. No, that's not how that worked. Because they missed their first check on the 11th. Okay, that's the first check they missed. So you had almost 20 days to figure out. Oh, I got to save some money for groceries. I got to save. But then you get all these assholes. I'm not getting paid. Well, quit being a dickhead.
Well, it just seems to me like I saw this video. I don't know if you ever guys watch there's this show called Vice, and it's like a documentary. It's very fucking liberal, very very fucking liberal. And they talk about these federal employees who work at who are correction officers at a federal facility. And they're complaining about how they're not getting paid and all this other shit and all this other stuff. And they're like, well, nobody, I have to drive an hour from work or whatever the case may be. But see, here's my thing. Like you said, Jim, you had about a month or a month and a half to kind of figure out your finances. Right. Now, am I saying it's right or wrong? No. I mean, no, of course not. I mean, nobody wants to not get paid for doing the job that they're doing. Exactly. But at the same time, you should have fucking make sure that you were wise with your money and making sure that you got all your shit fucking paid. And my biggest thing is you need to understand that these kind of things will happen. Regardless of who the fuck
that is
president.
Correct.
See,
Plus, don't forget.
Exactly.
Those kind of things will happen, but also don't forget this, okay? And I'm not being rude to anybody who's talking, all right? But don't forget this. We're owed a cost of living as well, all right? There's a lot of us that paid our dues and now we're retired, okay? And we're owed our cost of living increases, and we weren't allowed to have them for a long time. Long fucking time. Some of us got 3 and 4 kids, all right? And we were not allowed to have them. I didn't see anybody stepping up for us then other than ourselves.
So, and the whole, an attitude that I have, that is a small cut on my wrist is slowly bleeding, or a death, or a death cut is the same thing. No, it's not. No, it's fucking
here's my
not.
thing. If Congress is so fucking wise and they really know what the fuck they're trying to do, why are they accepting their pay? I don't understand that. The motherfuckers are getting paid.
Yes, they are.
If all of Congress would just say we're not going to get
exactly. You all want to yell at us. You all want to make.
Hear me out. How many other federal employees would actually get benefit from that fucking money that's freed up because Congress is not taking pay and make sure that others get paid?
Well, don't forget, Congress also takes special insurance. I don't see any bitching about that. They're not on Obamacare, and they never were. Never were. They refused to accept Obamacare.
Well, and again, that's the whole thing. Everybody bitches at guys like me and Mario or John or whoever that says, look, this is how it is, this. But I don't hear anybody going, well, hey, how about all these assholes that are making the decision and still getting their fucking paychecks? Right. I'm getting my paycheck because I work for mine. And even if I was a government or a contractor or whatever, and I was on this situation, I would still feel the same fucking way. Because why? Because that's my belief. That's what I hold dear. That is what I believe in.
And in all honesty, guys, if I'm going to tell you something, this is the first president that we've had that has taken national security to a fucking different level, to the level that it needs to be, to the level that many of us in the military, many of the law enforcement officials have told him it needs to be. So, good or bad, a lot of people may say that this is a temper tantrum by the president or whatever. I don't think so, guys. When the president goes to the fucking border and he hears it not only from law enforcement, professionals, he hears it from the families that have been affected by the shit, then obviously you need to start seriously thinking about how you can better help those people.
What Mario just said, though, hold on, everybody. What Mario just said is a big thing. Now you're sitting here now, and I'm going to applaud you. I'm going to applaud every single person in the chat room right now saying your piece, because that's why we have this. Eric and I created this a long fucking time ago in 2013, and it's all been left open to you guys. Say whatever the hell you want. Tell us to fuck off. Doesn't matter. You have your freedom of speech here, but remember this one very important thing. When you have that feeling like that, you need to take that forward. Put this message out to frickin' everybody else, too, though. I mean, I'm upset at Congress right now. Why? Because it might affect my job. It might affect my ability to support my family. Put it out there. Congress needs to know that. The House needs to know that. This is affecting me. I'm a U.S. citizen. All right? Knock this shit off. Let's get the border wall up there. Let's go ahead and get this thing handled.
Yeah.
And put us back to work.
Yeah.
Let's go back to work.
Instead of bitching about what Jim or John or Eric or Mario or whoever's saying, why don't you go to your congressman, your congresswoman in your fucking state, in your fucking district, and go, hey, you're not listening to me. Stop the shutdown. If he wants a wall, build a wall. This is what keeps us a country. This is what wants us, or if not, whatever your opinion is, tell them that.
It slows the drugs down.
But don't fucking slam the people that are out here working. Don't slam the little guy. Don't slam us. Slam the assholes that are making the fucking decisions in Washington that aren't listening to you.
That's right. You got to keep putting it out there. You have to keep putting it out there. And don't ever think that because you're retired or whether that we get a free skate. We suffer too. Trust you me. We suffer too.
Right.
There's been many fucking times.
And to everybody who thinks that, well, Jim, you're still working. You're not. Well, here, let me give you a little example, and hopefully I'm not overstepping on my job and my security clearance. My job, I work on military aircraft. We can't work on a lot of shit right now. We have contracts. We have open fucking source for a lot of things. I got people on leave right now because we don't have any money to pay them. But you know what? They went on their own vacation time because they want what they want and they understand what they understand.
Yeah, so don't
just think about that.
Here.
I'm not just sitting here and I'm not affected by it. Me personally, what I'm working on, I can still work on. For how long, I don't know. But I'm firm in my belief.
Pure retirement. Hey, listen, I gotta sell calls. It's not the song and dance that a lot of people think it is. You're just there. That's it. You're there. We're here right now.
This is a partial shutdown, not like Obama for Obamacare. He shut down half the fucking government and put walls up and monuments.
I mean, remember, he hired people to go up.
Right, and all you assholes talking anti-Trump and all this bullshit. Go back 4, 5, 6 fucking years when the fucking government got shut down and the Democrats, and he put up barriers so fucking World War II vets couldn't even visit their own fucking monument. So don't fucking talk to me about how this is affecting you.
And remember, he took the illegal aliens along with Pelosi and the rest of them and brought them in and had a whole little parade and paraded them around as just a big, right here, up your ass. Fuck you. He did that whole entire thing. So learn what you're talking about. Learn what you're talking about. I mean, I have no ill will to anybody. I have no negative to anybody. But goddamn. Remember all of what happened before the past. Because remember, what's the great famous phrase? When you don't learn history, you're doomed to repeat it. Don't forget that.
That's for sure.
Yep. And Jim's a very passionate guy because Jim loves this country, and Jim is Jim. So,
yeah, and you know, I admire Jim and a lot of things that he's talking about. Like the other thing that he started talking about is like in the Army, we have a lot of civilians to do a lot of our stuff, from pertaining to pay, bonuses for enlistments. You know, people that work on military installations. There's a lot of things that, you know, all the people that do the ID card section, a lot of those deers, those are all run by civilians, man. And if the fact that we have a shutdown, a lot of these services are not being rendered to military service members.
I mean, I tried to get on post, and believe it or not, there are some posts that are operated by law enforcement. Yep. Not there. I mean, take what is it? Fort Knox. Fort Knox is operated by law enforcement and not by military personnel. So
and there's certain ones that are actually run by civilians or law enforcement because of the classification within the actual facility. Like for instance, I went to Presidio. And you're very familiar with that one, John.
Yep,
and
absolutely.
We all know what's in there.
Yep.
And the reason why they are so, you know, they have a tendency of guarding that little ass base in the middle of fucking nowhere in the coast.
Yep.
And it's very well fortified and very well secured. But it's for a reason.
That's right. A very important reason.
But I totally agree with you that, you know, we definitely need to let Congress know how we feel. Because the only way we can stop this is if we let our voice be heard, and I think everybody needs to just take time, 5 minutes of your time, write your. It's like for me, my fucking congressman is Kevin McCarthy, so believe me, that motherfucker's gonna hear from me, because I'm not happy with the shit that they're doing. They're doing the little parade shit with the media, and it's just getting old, man. They sound like little fucking junior high kids.
I have an exercise I want to do, and I'm going to do it impromptu. And for the chat room, I just want everybody to learn something. I want you to learn something very, very quickly, all right? Are you ready? Here we go. I want you to write down your senator and your congressman. Go ahead, write them down right now. Write fast. Just pour them right out. And there's a reason why I'm saying this. Go ahead and pour them out. I can't believe I'm the first one to put it out there. Are you seriously? Are you having to look it up? If you're having to look it up, think about that. Think about it. Write down your senator. Write them down. Just write them down in the chat room. And there's a reason I'm saying this. I'm saying this is one thing I've learned so many times is people don't know, and if you don't know, then what? Go ahead, John.
I just got back. I was giving Tilly.
No, I said I challenge everybody. Write down your senator. Write down your congressman. Write them down in the chat room. Just write them down. Okay. I wrote mine down. I haven't seen anybody else so far write them down. All right, that's one of the things, and I only say this because I wanted people to think about that for a second. You know what I mean? Do you actually know? Do you know how to get a hold of them? Do you know how to? There you go. I see Mario there. I mean, do you know how to get a hold of them? Do you know? Have you gone on your local website? I mean, there's thousands and thousands of freaking letters out there that you can send to these people. Okay. Yeah. It's just a voice. It's just a voice. But make your voice. You have the right to make your voice heard. Make your voice heard. Okay. And I'm doing this for a reason.
And again, I agree with John on this. Eric, what do you think, Eric?
Well, I obviously, if your senator is Dianne Feinstein or Nancy Pelosi, good fucking luck. You know, anytime we've had any kind of things that were really important to me, I did write letters, and I tried to make sure that they were never form letters. I tried to, personalize them to me. And of course, I try to avoid words like dickhead, go fuck yourself, and those kind of those mood setters. Yeah, but yeah, I've also called. The sad thing is, honestly, at this point in time, every time I've ever called, the switchboard was either shut down or I got whoever answered the phone saying that what's this all about? This moment in time, they're not taking any calls.
And I understand that, Eric, and I get actually, I got to be honest. When here in Florida, when I had the Democratic senator, I get that too, but I still made the call. And here's my thing. I guess what John's getting at, if I may, John, what we're getting at here is if you have to, whether they hear you, whether you think they hear you or not, make your voice heard. If they don't answer the phone, make your voice heard. Keep calling. Don't stop. Don't stop writing. Don't stop hitting their form letters on the internet. Go to whatever it is .gov and whatever their address is. Type that letter. Fill it out. Fill it out. Let them know.
And they're going to send you.
Again. Yeah, and even if, like in California, you're Feinstein, DeLon, whoever, whatever state you're in, Joey and with Schumer and all the other assholes up there, it doesn't matter. And hell, Eric, in Minnesota, you got Iman and all them other assholes up there, and whoever that fucking baby rapist is that they elected and all this other shit. So, but we have to put our fucking words out there, even in Florida, even in Maine, even in Texas. Johnny Watson over in Texas, you've got you got some pretty decent fucking senators there, but you still gotta let them know what you want and what you the people. So, and here's what I said in last Sunday: they work for us. They don't speak for the American people. They speak for their constituents. The House of Representatives. The House of Representatives speaks for the district of their state. The Senate speaks for their state. That's it. They don't speak for the country. You have to let them know.
And that's the part people keep forgetting. If you don't ever, if 2,500 if 2,500 people say I don't like that shit and nobody else says anything, guess what? The population doesn't care. But when 25,000 people say I don't like that shit, now we actually have a number. All right, because you always hear them going, well, the majority of the population don't say anything. That's why they say that. So don't forget. Come on. It's only here having your voice be heard. That's it. It's not a hard thing to do. So you scream when they tell you go fuck off. Remember, you screamed. That's it. You screamed.
But and here's the thing: if you don't say something, you can't bitch. If you don't vote, you can't bitch. If you don't say something,
and if nothing
you
else,
can't bitch.
If nothing else, learn this little tiny lesson. There's a whole lot of us that were out there doing shit for no money. When I say no money, I mean no money. Because 24 hours a day for $1,748 a month is no money. Whether you like it or not, that's no money. And Jim, you know that dollar sum.
In all honesty, so many of us fucking.
So does Mario.
Yeah.
Yeah. Seriously, you think we get paid a lot because we don't. Trust me, believe me. I wish that if most people would have to work the hours that many of us have to work, they would have quit a long fucking time ago. But to me, I don't quit.
Here's the thing.
No, hear me out. I don't
Go
quit.
ahead.
You know why? Because every time I look at Old Glory, flying, that's all that matters, man. That's all that matters to me.
Why does that not matter? Why does that not? I'm sorry, Jim, but I'm just curious. Why does that not do something to your heart anymore?
What do you mean?
Old Glory. I mean, for us it does, but for so many young people, it doesn't do anything anymore.
Well, it's because they had an indoctrination, not an education.
To me, it's like when you see a post flag, ripple. This is a post flag. You just happen to be in that moment. Boom, you hop out. You might have a negative thought for a split second while you have to get out and render salute. But then all of a sudden, when you see the post flag drape out, when you see that drape out and start just unfurling, and there she is blowing. And then it's like, this is a big deal. This is a very important thing.
And I think and I agree. Don't get me wrong. I agree 100% with Mario, John. We all agree on it. But I think we're getting a little off of what what we're trying to come across with.
Sure.
Not getting away from it. I'm 100% being up on a flight deck of an aircraft carrier and look up and see Old Glory, just a big ass fucking flag, just screaming in the breeze, and I'm launching fighters and off
that's just too much for me.
Trust me, that's to me that was Boner City. I'm not gonna lie.
Hell yeah, it's just too much for me.
But see, here's the thing. Yeah, America, fucking A. But my thing is this, and I want Eric in on this. I really do, because Eric didn't serve in the military. He's as far as I'm concerned, he's a patriot of unreproach. Eric is a patriot beyond reproach.
And you got gay pirate.
We don't want to talk about gay pirate because it's gay pirate. So
I'm right here. I can hear you.
Shit, he's right there.
He's Armenian.
But as far as Eric, to me, Eric is a premier patriot of all the people I've met, and that's not taking any. And what I'm saying is, of people I've met through.
And he likes bag of dicks.
Are you going to let me finish?
Oh, sorry.
What I'm getting at, because I'm not taking away from anybody that I haven't met, like from the chat room and from Facebook and from YouTube and all that stuff. I'm not taking away from, but I've met Eric and I've met him. I've spent time with him. We haven't had sex. I know, contrary to popular belief,
that you haven't told us,
that we haven't told anybody about. But to get back on point.
Mm-hmm.
I've met Johnny. I've met Eric, and I'm like, look, the whole thing about it's not racist to love the country you live in. I don't care what your heritage is. I don't care where you are. If you have a hyphen in front of American, I'm sorry. Just no. American. Plain and simple. I don't care I don't care where I came from, my ancestors came from. I'm an American. I was born here. This is what I love. Right, Eric?
Yes, absolutely. I mean, it gets really discouraging seeing some of the, like John's little essay. You know, I have Amy Klobuchar, who it really doesn't matter what I'd ever write her. I'd just get a form letter back because she's a you-know-what. But we just recently replaced a twat waffle with Pete Stauber, and he's actually a Republican. So at least one person is going in the right direction in this state. Good luck with that, though. That's like,
right.
Hey, you guys got that?
At least you get a form letter back. I don't get shit.
Right.
No, he's got that crazy racket chick.
The only point that I wanted people to understand that stall point. And am I calling you out? Yeah, I am. So I'm a dick. Whatever. Who cares? But I want you to understand that stall point from when you go, all right, so I got Angus King, I got, Shelley Pingree, I got this. Knowing who they are. And you know what? That's fine. If, you didn't know before, whatever. If you did know, great. If you didn't know, okay, then you do now because you typed it in. Thank you. I want to thank you for typing that in there and learning who it was. But your voice, remember, we come here and we do this here, and I make sure that no matter what, and Jim holds me to this, Christine holds me to it, Eric holds me to it. These guys run their own fucking shows. I don't ever censor these fuckers. Trust me, sometimes I think I should, but I never do. These guys have their own shit, all right? And they allow you guys to come in here and say your piece, all right? And as you say your piece here, remember, your voice here is one voice, but go out there and spread that around. Let people hear what you have to say about it in other forms, other platforms. This isn't just the only place to make sure that your voice is heard.
And can I get a hallelujah?
Exactly. And to everybody out there who didn't serve, we are. I don't want, as far as John and myself and Mario goes, and Johnny, we're not downing anyone who didn't serve. I am not in any way possible doing that. I understand things happen, this, that, and the other thing, whatever. I don't want anybody in our chat room, in our group, and any way possible to think that I'm saying, oh, well, you didn't serve your piece of shit. No, that is I will never say that.
No, because mom
not at all.
Mom served.
And I know that there's like Jolson put a comment in there saying he worked 70 plus hours. Hey man, amen to you, brother.
Right.
Thank you so much for what you do, because no matter what, you're doing something great for the country, and that's the most important thing. If you're a productive citizen, man, and you're doing something for the country, I applaud you.
And don't forget,
and again,
families serve. Families serve.
Right. See, that's the whole thing. I say that because I don't want anybody to think that we're being snobbish or what was the fuck? I saw a liberal fucking term for veterans the other day, and I can't remember it. Hopefully, I got it saved on my other channel, and I can remember it for Sunday chat. But I was like, really? That's you made up a term?
You know what I can say is that every fucking liberal that's ever try to go against the military, it backfires on them. So they lose the fuck alone now.
Right. But, and to everybody out there, to Jolson and Gunwald and Small Money and Boondockers and David and everybody in the chat room, Bearded CB, everybody. Hell, Jules.
Love you, Jules.
Well, she's gone, but but to everybody, I want to thank everybody who supports us and supports the United States and supports the military, because I knew you guys do. Poco Loco.
He's gay.
He's gay. I don't think so, but okay. But
Okay.
David Evans, Otis 71, everybody in the chat room, everybody. I don't want anybody to think that me personally, and this is just coming from me, that I'm picking on them. I'm not. No. I want you to know I'm not. I have I have my opinions, just like John said. I have my opinions. John has his.
Let me add something to this, bro, and it is that I think every American has sacrificed something.
Yeah.
Whether it's time away from your family,
That's right.
whether it is your health, whatever the case may be, everybody has sacrificed something. If you stop and think about it, compared to other countries, man, we fucking work the hardest. We have less vacation time than most other countries do. We have a very good work ethic here.
And remember this: every single person who has given one penny to Justin's final mission, I mean,
is a hero.
Look at what you you just
is a hero.
You just became a fucking hero. So thank you very much for that. I mean, here I am sitting over here going, wow. I mean, I'm in awe of this and I'm in awe of that. You guys don't ever let it down. You guys jump up in the minute and go, you know what? Here's a way for me to show what I've done and how I feel towards this cause. So you know what, guys? We talk our talk and we have our conversations, but when we're all said and done, you fucking people are awesome and beautiful, and I love you all. So
I love you, but no homo.
All right, it is 11 o'clock.
Total homo. It's completely.
It is 11 o'clock on the East Coast. Eric, this is the end of
Eric
show.
wants to go meanies.
You can have it back now.
We want to thank everybody for being here. And now it's time for Locked and Loaded.
Yeah, let's get the show started.
All right.
Yeah, there you go.
Should I blow your intro right now?
You can blow whatever you want, baby.
You could just blow.
You like blowing, Cochino.
Okay, all right. I see how this goes.
You play with that howitzer.
Play with my
I think we can probably get it wrapped up, but I definitely want to make sure that everybody's aware. Again, if you didn't hear the original or the beginning of the show, Mario will be back on Christine's show tomorrow discussing. That guy discussing veteran suicides, and don't forget that as of midnight tonight, the fundraiser on Justin's final mission for the AAR pistol will be over. And somewhere in that show tomorrow, Christine and me and Mario and John will be doing the live drawing. So after midnight comes around and John gets everything all tallied and sent to us, we'll need to print stuff out and cut out little pieces of paper and put everybody's name in the can. And thank you, everybody that came over during Jim's 2 shows, because you doubled your entries.
Yes. And we did 22 total for 2 weeks.
Yeah, man, that's what you get when you got Rico Suave on fucking line.
So,
Rico.
So thanks a lot, everybody. Mario, thanks for being here.
Yeah, no problem, man.
Joey, Johnny, Jim, and John for making this all happen. Press the button, and we will talk to you guys next week. Remember, Jim's show on Wednesday.
Now there's a light here. There's a light here, so shut the fuck up.
Then why are you talking?
Yeah, why are you talking?
It's spelled smile money.
Oh, that puto.
He's got his little firefly can again. Look, he's glowing. Oh. And he's swirling around. Will you draw a plane into your house?
You fuckers learn nothing. Nothing.
About what?
Yeah, I'm going to check out Boondockers.
Yes,
I
check
gotta
out
check
Boondockers. Everybody.
eBay.
Boondockers.
eBay.
Oh, eBay. Okay, thank you.
So is the end of the show happening?
Get the fuck out of here.
What?
You're number one, Eric.
Number one.